guiding star. With you my dreams don't seem so far. Every render a new beginning. In Blender, Octane, I'm always winning. Blender Octane, you're the magic in my hands. Rendering my dreams, making them so grand. With every frame you take me higher. Octane, you're the fuel to my fire. Blender Octane, in your light I'll always stay. Creating wonders in every way. You're my muse, my inspiration. Blender Octane, my creation, sensation. I've been dreaming, painting in my mind, creating worlds, one frame at a time. Then I found you, shining in the dark. Blender Octane, you light up my heart. Every scene's a masterpiece, with colors so divine. You bring my visions to life, every curve and every line. From shadows deep to highlights bright, you make my artwork come alive every night. Every night. Blender Octane, you're the magic in my hands. Rendering my dreams,
Hey, what up, guys? Sorry I had the mic off. I don't know what's up with the chat. The chat's not working now. Chat was working fine.
reflections in the water, to the sky so clear. Every detail perfect when you're near. I can feel the power, every pixel so fine. In the world of Blender, you're the shine. Every scene's a masterpiece, with colors so divine. You bring my visions to life, every curve and every line.
Man, dude, what's up with the chat? No, it's not working.
Every night, Blender Octane, you're the magic in my hands. Rendering my dreams, making them so grand. With every frame you take me higher. Octane, you're the fuel to my fire. In this world of 3D, you're my guiding star. With you my dreams don't seem so far. Every render a new beginning. In Blender Octane, I'm always winning. Blender Octane, you're the magic in my hands. Rendering my dreams, making them so grand. With every frame you take me higher. Octane, you're the fuel to my fire. Blender Octane, in your light I'll always stay. Creating wonders in every way.
Dude, what the heck, man?
Blender Octane, my creation, sensation.
I don't know what's up, guys.
Painting in my mind, creating worlds, one frame at a time. Then I found you, shining in the dark.
We gotta get the chat working. I'm not gonna do the stream if I don't have the chat. I'm sorry. Hang on. I don't even see my icon in my. Hang on for a second here. I don't even see my little chat ninja icon. I don't even see that right now. So I think I might, cause you know what? I did do some house cleaning. I was deleting a bunch of files from my download folder, and I may have actually downloaded or deleted the app. Dang it, dude. Right when everything was going so smooth.
Reflections in the water, to the sky so clear. Every detail perfect when you're near. I can feel the power,
Yeah, I think I may have deleted it. Download for Windows. Copy, select a source, activate it. Man, dude, I wish I would have known this before so I could have did that then. Okay, so it looks like for some reason, well, not for some reason, but I deleted it. And let me hang on. This is a standalone version. Let me just do the one that I did before this one. Alright, social stream ninja. Stream Ninja update. This is a major update. You may want to hold off updating for a bit if you aren't currently having problems. Ah! Great. Great. Are you kidding me? He's like, yo, if you haven't updated in a long time, don't update to this is a major update. I'm like, great. I'm live streaming right now. This is probably not the best time to solve this. Hang on here. Where's the yeah, chat's not working. Chat overlay is upset because you didn't stream the other day. I know, huh? I'm actually glad I didn't stream the other day because I built this add-on, man. I want to show you guys right now, but I got to get this. We got to get this working really quickly. So bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. It just finished downloading, and I'm gonna get this thing fired up. Actually, you know what? I probably hang on. I'm just gonna finish doing what I'm doing. Let me extract it. Stream Ninja portable. Ah, man, I hope this doesn't really like jack everything up. Man, we had the settings in too, guys. We had the settings locked in. Ah! Damn it, man. I guarantee you like all the settings are probably ah, dude, I'm bumming. We had the chat dialed in, chat. Why do I keep starting Blender? I keep starting an extra copy of Blender. Dang, man, guys, this sucks. Can't believe I did that. And this Stream Ninja version, like, I want to just go back to the old version that I had. Stream Ninja. Stream Ninja, download now. Browser extension, that's what we had. Browser extension, Chrome extension. Stream Ninja, add to Chrome, yes. Continue install, add extension, yes. Man, I hope it just saved all my settings, and that's my fault because I did see an option to export settings. I did see that option, man. There it is, Stream Ninja. Turn it on.
I need to know everything. Who and the what and the where. I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George. I have.
Shut up right now. I don't want to hear any music. I'm mad. Oh man, I know it didn't save all my settings, man. Trigger a fake message. Ah, damn it, man. This sucks. Extensions, pin it. There it is. All right. Next. Come in here. Oh, man, dude. Stream chat. Ah, I know it didn't keep all my settings, man. Oh, dude, that is a total buzzkill. Let me just quit pressing that button. Just copy the link. Copy link. All right, paste it in chat. Group chat. Properties. Hang on. Let me copy what's already here. Maybe let me copy this and delete that, right? And just reset it and then come back in here and paste this. Paste. All right. I heard a beep. Give me a text, guys. Can it, let me fake trigger fake text. I don't see it triggering anything. Feature overlay. Yes, feature overlay. Copy this. Feature overlay was on chat up here. Chat up here. Actually, first of all, I'm going to copy this again. Delete that. And then paste it back in there. Because those links were good links. Paste it back. Alright. Now I'm hearing my little beep in the background. The tool will never make you rusty. It should be easy to redo that, right? Test. Test, test, test. I'm not seeing anything pop up. Damn it, man. Alright, hang on. So that means I'm probably going to have to copy these here again. So let's copy this. Dude, would I quit pressing that button, please? Copy link. Group text. Put the new link inside here. Paste. Okay. Alright, give me a text, guys. Fire off some text. Let me go to feature chat. Copy this. Feature chat over here. Feature chat. Select all. Paste. Okay, there. Pasted that. Now, where's the chat at? Here's the chat. Chat. Man, dude. Okay, let me put the chat back in the box and then pop out the chat again. Put the chat back in the box. Jump back over to YouTube. Pop out the chat. Chat is popped out. Alright, there's the chat. Alright, there's the chat. Let me do some more. See, test. I'm not seeing anything popping up. Man. I'm bummed, guys. I'm totally like not even feeling this now. Man. Group chat. What the hell, dude? Like, I'm bummed, guys. What is this? This is the standalone version that I downloaded. Standalone version. Select your source. YouTube. Cancel. What is this? Standalone version. Once you add your first source, your welcome message will disappear. YouTube. What's my new source? My source is going to be YouTube. Enter your YouTube username or channel. If loaded via the username at YouTube, you must be live and streaming and set it to public. I am live and streaming and it's already set to public. Alright, there's my YouTube. Where's enter your YouTube username? YouTube username. What's my YouTube username? What's my YouTube username? Man. Sorry, guys. I totally freaking jacked up the stream, man. Yeah, I'm using OBS. That's just it. I'm using OBS. Hang on. Okay, one polygon with me. It recognizes that. Select live source. Select a live source. There you go. Okay, there we go. Select live source. Active. There's my live source. Okay. Ooh, it actually made it own. It popped out its own chat box. Okay. Do you want to allow public access to this private network to access this app? Yes. Go ahead and hit OK. Now, toggle on visible source. Auto connection next time. Load resource. Okay. I just want just chat. Like I don't even care if the other one's not all set up, all fancy. Just give me basic chat right now, and I'll deal with it later. Just give me basic chat right here. Stream chat overlay. Stream chat overlay. Overlay. Stream chat overlay. Stream chat overlay. Stream chat overlay. Show messages. Show. I don't see anything showing. It's not showing anything. I don't understand, dude. Group chat. Copy. Paste. No, it didn't even copy it. That's why I'm hitting copy, 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 and it's not copying it. Copy link address. Paste link address. Stream Ninja. Chat. Just give me basic chat, please. I don't care about the fancy stuff right now. I just want to chat with my peeps. Pop out the chat box again. Is the source correct? Like all I was supposed to do is just... Oh, there it is. Okay, fine. Alright, guys. It's going to look crappy for now. We got the chat back. Alright, cool. And let's get... Man, I was... Live and learn. Part of it. It's alright. It's alright. Don't get mad. Just got to redo it. Next time I'm going to export out my settings. So if that ever happens again, I can just reload my settings and we're back in the game. Copy link. Alright, copy link. And then source chat, featured chat, properties, double click, paste that, hit OK. Alright, turn that off, turn this back on. How about now? Give me some text, guys. Fire off some text. Let me see what you got. See what you got. Any text coming in? I see the chat down there, but I don't see our chats updating. I see the chats on the screen. But how come we're not seeing them here? It's not moving, huh? Effects. Move. Message scrolls in. Message scrolls in from the right. Yes, turn that on. Okay. Styling. Compact space between names. No background. Allow background. Whatever. Horizontal message scrolling. That's what we wanted probably. That's probably why we're not seeing anything. Horizontal blah 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 blah. Message overlaps on another. Okay, no. And then styling. Message fades in. Message slides in from the right. Yeah, I already did that one. Effects. See that export right here? Export. This is supposed to look. Save my messages. Oh no, that saved my messages. Damn it. All right, styling, visibility. We don't need the time on there, huh? Hang on. Let me just copy what I have first, just to see if that's working. Copy. Group chat. Double click. Paste. Hit OK. All right. Send me some more text. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hide messages. Hide timestamp. We don't need to see the timestamp. Show messages limited to 200. Filter out bad karma. Where's that bubble option I had? Increase message, shorten message. Use first names only. Visibility. Visibility was open. Overlay. Show fade out at the top. Dark mode, light mode. Don't want any of that. Transparent background. Make the entire page forced. Okay, we don't want any of that. Now I'm not seeing anything. Testing. Yep, now we're not seeing anything. Why aren't we seeing anything? Did I copy the right one? Actually, let me just copy this one again. Copy link. Group chat. Group chat. Select all. Paste. All right. Pop that up. Surprise how customable this tool is. Yeah, and it's free, which is even up. There we go. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. We're moving, guys. We're moving. We're moving. Yeah, this copy link button is not working, so I have to copy the link physically. Oh, trigger a fake message. Oh, there we go. Trigger a fake message. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to leave it as that for now, guys, because how do I just make it bigger? Because I have old man eyes and I can't read that. Beep when there is a new message. Yes. I need that. That keeps me so I can know when you guys are popping in. We don't need the YouTube logo on there, right? Yeah, hide the YouTube logo. We don't need that because we know we're on YouTube. But that's like if I have people from Twitch and all multi-streaming. which we definitely know we're not doing because we can barely stream on YouTube. Show avatars. I like seeing your guys' avatars on there, your like profile, so we're gonna leave that on. Hide all stream events. Use first names only. How about use first names only? Should we just leave the names where they're at right now? Use first names only. Hide names, icons, if sequel from the same user. Limit total message to 200. Show message only in donations. Only message. Hide. Basic. Replace links. Replace links messages with just link. Use make URLs clickable links. Yes, we want that. So when I send you something, you guys can click on that. Shorten long links. Okay, let's try it anyway. Shorten long links. Increase the minimum time messages auto show for. Styling. Compact mode, no spaces between names and message. Let's leave it where it's at. Padding between 3 message. No text outlining. Increase text outlining. I want to increase the text size. Increase text outlining. Background. No alternating background shading. Allow shading in trivia. Large avatar pictures on the left. Make emojis larger. Make content imager larger. Equals appears as underlined. Split mode. Turn message portioning into a bubble. Yes. And horizontal 200. Blah blah blee blee blah blee blue. Alright, let's copy this. Copy this. Copy this. Select all. Paste this. Still not beeping when you guys are texting me. I'm not hearing any beeps. All right, there we go. Why do you have a YouTube short icon on your name? Lucky, are you like watching on YouTube Shorts or something? How come you have a YouTube short icon on your name? Hide source icons. Yeah, hide source icons. We don't need those. Look how long this link is getting. This link is slowly getting bigger and bigger. It's funny. Paste. Okay. All right. I think that might be it for now. Now, one other thing is not happening. My messages are not showing up in my viewport, in my OBS, because before they would show up, so I can always go back and look. Overlays, make smaller, make larger. Mechanics. Auto hide beep if there is a new message. Yes, please. That should be already checked. Beep if there's a new message. Text to speech visible. Don't show icons. Styling. Effect. Fade in instead of fade in instead of fade in and out instead. Yes. All right. Interesting. I'm not going to play with that right now. Chat bots. I could have if I had messed up what I had. We could be trying to make the stream even more cooler. Copy link address. Paste this for chat up here. Properties. Select all. Paste. Hit OK. All right. See now, man, how come you guys? I'm not seeing these texts pop up, man. I have a question. Voices. I have a question. I've learned a little bit about Blender and got a lot better, but I still feel I suck at it. I don't know what direction to go into Blender or what to learn or what to do. Let me ask you this. How long have you been learning Blender? We're all there. Yeah, trust me. We're all there, right? I've been using Blender since 2013, and I still feel that way sometimes. Like, the main thing is you got to find something that you like doing. Like, what do you like making? Like, for me, I love VFX. I love visual effects. But right now, I just love Octane, and I'm just trying to learn Octane. So that's where I'm all in on learning Octane right now. And then I'm going to slowly get back into doing my VFX after I figure out how to live stream. About 3 months. Oh my goodness, bro. You're a newbie. Come on, man. It's all new right now. Right now, you should just be experimenting with everything and trying everything. Except geometry nodes. Dude, why isn't the chat showing up, guys? It was showing up just a minute ago. Do I need to pop it out again or something? That's what she said, huh? Do I need to pop it out again? Oh, we got to keep this rated PG-13. Hang on. Adrian, I've been using Blender for 5 years. Trust me, you'll love everything about it. Just discovering new stuff. Yeah, I would say right now, just, you know, make stuff. Like, get into like daily renders or something. Like, just make something every day. It's not going to be an Instagram banger. It's just going to be you trying to learn and trying to find out what you like and what you want to make, right? Nope, chat's still not popping up, dude. Jesus freaking Louise, dude. Oh, one popped up, finally. Test one. Okay, finally. I'm not going to touch it. Why are the messages so long? Man, dude, that sucks. Only 16 minutes left. We wasted the whole freaking time of trying to get this thing to work again. FYI, I will be deleting this stream once we're finished, guys. This one won't be archived, unfortunately, because it was just a waste. And I don't want to be reminded of this stream. Okay, so we've gotten that sent. Okay, well, what I wanted to, at least for the last 15 minutes, I wanted to work on something today, but I'm not going to lie, guys. That just killed my motivation. That killed my motivation. I don't even want to see this YouTube thing in the background. It's pissing me off. Okay, let me show you what I was working on before everything happened. All right, so for those of you who know, I posted in the Discord yesterday a little free add-on. A little Blender add-on that I'm making here, trying to make a light add-on. I posted it in, where did I, right? Oh no, where did we posted it at? I don't know. I posted it in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. This little light add-on I posted. And it's shit. I mean, oops. It's already grew like it went through puberty and back already now. So this is what I've got going here. Let me quickly delete these lights. All right, so I'm gonna quickly show you this little add-on I'm working on, and I've just got it to work now with my scenes. Like, cause anybody who's using my startup file, it wouldn't have worked at first because it's looking for the default Blender you setup, right? And then my default Blender scene, I have two scenes. I have the Octane and the Cycle scene, so the add-on wasn't working for that. Now it works for that, right? So if you're using one of my default scenes, as long as it says Octane and Cycles there in the scene, it'll work perfectly. If those are named anything else, it's not going to work. It's going to break it. Okay? So what it is basically here it is. I got this. Oh, that's one thing I got to add on. I got to add on after that. Here it is. It basically makes a 3-point lighting setup. But I can click it at one button. Boom, right there. We got 3 lights, 3-point lighting setup, right? I go into render, and it's got these lights set up here for. Bear with me. I'm trying to add this backdrop in here. So right now they're all. Let me click on this. It's still work. I'm still working on it right now. So here it is. I can control the height. I mean, I can control the distance. Right, and then I can control the height of these, right? And then, which I'm working on right now, like I'm working on, like, if I untick this, I just added this option. I want to be able to just change the distance and the height for each individual light right now. And you can see, like, I can do that, but it's getting wonky, like with the other lights. It's making them snap back out. So I'm working on that right now. That's what I'm trying to clear up. But if I go like this, so this is the main version, right? Well, how it was working before. Now I also have individual control of each light. And it's a 3-point lighting setup. We got our key light. We've got our fill light. And then we have our rim light. Okay, basic 3-point lighting setup. Cinematography, interview style, right? So if I turn on my key light, I can change it from a rectangle, which I have all the sizes here. I can size it up and things like that. I can control how bright it is. We can go 500, right? I control the color. It's all based on Kelvin scale, right? So if I want to go 5600, right there, look, 6500 is daylight. So there we go. I've got that. Now maybe I don't like this rectangle. I can change this to a square, and we got our square here, so we can control our shadows. Look at that. Now we got a hard shadow. If I make it more bigger, softer light, we get a more softer shadow. I can change it to disc. Woo! The levels are kind of off now. Still, it's work in progress, guys. So bear with me. So if I wanted to bring that back down to 200 or maybe like 10, right? Maybe even 25. Okay, so there's our softbox there, right? And then we can also change that to ellipse. And if I change it to ellipse, it also lets me change the size of the ellipse here, so I can work with that, right? So let's go back to that disc. I like that. Okay. So what else can we do with this? Let me turn off. Where is that thing there? There it is. Hang on. Are the text? I mean, is the chat still working? Because I don't hear any ping pong. So I'm thinking, nope, chat is not working. Major buzzkill. All right, so major buzzkill. I'm just gonna keep this off screen here for a minute, guys, so I can see your chats pop in. It's not working? I don't know. Hang on. Let me catch up to you guys. I used to have hotkeys and user face. Yeah, I just learned from YouTube tutorials that looks like only fake messages works. Yeah, huh? Hey, did you upload an update one? I like the UI. Nope, only the box text shows. Yeah, like only shows like only the fake ones are showing. Why is that? Copy link. What if I just do this group chat? Delete group chat. Let me just delete this whole thing. Remove. Yes, remove. Let's just add in a new one. Go into here and add in a browser. There's my browser. Chat. Group chat. Name already exists. What are you talking about? Name already exists. I just deleted it. Group chat v2. Group chat v2. Okay. Alright, now paste this code in here. Okay. Alright. How about now? And there's a fake user working. Anybody else stuff working? It was working fine, so I think I turned something else on that maybe. Let's turn that off. Hide timestamp, that shouldn't affect it. Make URLs, let's turn all this stuff off. Stylizing. Message horizontal, yeah, that shouldn't affect it. Message slides in from the left and from the right. Message smoothly scrolls in. Message slides in from the right and the left. Let's turn that one off. Right, feature chat. Alright, let's come back. Copy link address. Group chat v2. Paste. Nope, only the bot text shows up. Let me dock this again. And pop this out. Pop out chat. Bring this down. Oh, Tatamate. Hide messages from YouTube. Hang on. Hide messages from YouTube. Hang on. Hide messages from YouTube. Hang on. Hide messages from YouTube was checked. Nope. I saw that. It said hide messages from YouTube. Hide timestamp. Hide messages from YouTube was checked. Okay. Let me turn that off. Let's kind of pop it out again and reset it. Pop out chat. Come on, dude. Refresh. Come on, man. Dude, please work. Chat. look at the checked options. There has to be one setting that's doing this. Yeah, because it was working. It was working. All right, check it out. Let's it was working. Hang on. Can we just reset it? Where's the freaking reset button? Global controls. See export import settings. Damn, I wish I would have did that. Whatever. Kept thinking in the past it's over. Shut up. It doesn't matter anymore. Options. Can I do clear all? That's not doing anything. Let's just go back and turn. What is options? What does that do? What is that doing? Turn everything off. Text to speech, not using it. Visibility. Hide timestamps, turn that off. Styling. Turn that off, turn that off. Effect, turn that off. Message export, option VIPs. I don't have any of that turned on. I never have. There we go, that should be it. Want a different design? Check out the community mode styles here, or quickly load in popular sample themes. Check it out with an AI chat box. And text to speech, I never used that. It's like super annoying. Okay. Copy link. Copy link. Copy link. Paste. Hit OK. Refresh. What is in profiles all the way down at the bottom? Alright, there it is. We're back. Okay, that's back. Can you guys type? Can you see this? Alright, I see that. Make it bigger. And alright, I see that. Now, I do want that. Okay, testing. Okay, that's good. Let's start small. I just want the beep so I know when you guys hit me. I can hear it. Beep when there is a new message. Let's just do this. Copy link. Properties. Paste. I didn't see anything happen on that. I got it. It didn't change the link at all. See, copy address. Paste. Now it says, now it changed. Okay. Now it changed. It says beep in the URL. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Let's keep it simple, simple, stupid, simple, stupid, simple, simple. Let's keep it going. We added the beep in. Now I just want the message to we don't need a speech one. I can just close that. Visibility. All right. I want to hide the timestamp. Hide timestamp. Hide timestamp. Okay, we don't need to see that. Let's copy this. Copy link. Paste link. It says, okay, no time. I see the link change. No time. All right, there. Now we change that. We should have no timestamp. All right. No timestamp. Now I want to bring back my text bubble. I like that text bubble outline. Message styling. Where was the text bubbling? Okay, message smoothly scroll in. Message slides in from the right. Okay. Yes, that's fine. Copy that. Copy that. Paste that. Hit OK. All right. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? Timestamp off. Okay. Message is sliding in. Okay. How come it's just my messages? I'm not seeing your guys' messages. Cobb just pointed. He said, I will think when you change your tool, you have to paste it. Otherwise, how come I can't see your message? I just saw my message, but I can't see your message. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's coming in from left to right. That's fine. Now, okay, we don't need this VIP thing and all this exporting right now. But what I want to get back to is how was I message overlap, message scrolling. Okay, there we go. And there's speech bubble. Okay, those are inside of styling. Okay, I gotta remember that they're inside of styling. All right, let's copy that. Copy link. Properties. Paste that. Okay, now let's go ahead and test that. Okay, okay. We're moving along, but we were moving along last time, so I'm not going to get too happy just yet. Okay. Hold. Oops. Hold Alt. How do I bring it all the way? How did I don't even know how I sized it. Okay. Save these settings right now just in case. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Man, how did I have it adjusted, guys? I don't know how I adjusted it to fit the whole page like I did. Like, how did I do that? I have no idea how I did that. Okay, let me save right now like you just said. Let's come down here to the bottom. Export, import. Save your last message to file. What? Save last message. We don't want message to save. I want to save all messages. No, I want to save settings. Reset default setting. Export, import settings. Backup and load your extension. Oh, here. Export to disk. If you're using Brave, enable whatever the hell that means. Export to disk. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's put this in somewhere safe. Let's see. Let's go to. Actually, I know where exactly to save it. Let's go to this folder, streaming folder, stream. All right, stream setup. Ninja setup. Stream. Settings. Okay. Now, how did I get it? to fit down there. Full screen. Transform, fit to screen. Fit to screen. Okay, there it is. That's there. Now, feature overlay. Everything should be turned off. Show icons. Show source icon. Turn everything off. Effects. Fade in instead out. Turn all that. Turn everything off. Okay. Everything is turned off. Copy this. And then go to chat. Select that. Paste that. Okay. Now the reason why I need this chat feature one is because it actually populates in my chat box inside of OBS. And it's like a list, so I can always come back and read anybody's. Send a text message to social endpoint. Hold down. Hold Alt to pop out. Hold Alt to pop out. Social chat input. What is this? Text. I don't know what that's doing. That's not doing anything. Oh, you know why we might not be seeing this? It's probably because... Hang on. Let's just delete the box like I did before. Delete the box. Remove. Yes. Add in a new source. Add in a browser. Feature chat. Paste. Okay. Yeah, just the feature chat is not working at the top, and that one's kind of like, I like that one because I can see your chats, and when they pop up in here, like previous messages, I can read them. Now it's like, how come the message is being slightly cut off, huh? Yeah, that's what I see. Yeah, it's being cut off from the left. Oh, well, no, it's all the way open. Damn it, dude. Metal Gear, yo, what's up? It's a disaster stream right now, bro. I accidentally deleted the file that keeps all the settings from all the chat that we did, and everything's basically broken. Everything's basically broken. Yeah, I just downloaded it, but it's like a freaking pain to set up, dude. Like I gotta have to like watch a YouTube video about it or something, dude. I just downloaded it and like, but even he says he's like, if the other version is working for you, don't download this one. It's like, we just do this. Actually, no, I probably need to go from the bottom, huh? I'm over it, guys. I'm burnt. I'm totally not motivated. This freaking internet streaming has just got the best of me today. It won. I lost. All right, guys. You guys can leave if you want. I'm just gonna try to figure this thing out right now. So I was gonna talk about my add-on that I'm working on, which I'll upload the updated version in the I'll upload the new version I'm working on. Yeah. At least get this back to default. Like how the hell I don't even know. Let's just set it back to full screen. Back to full screen. All right. And bring it down. And the new add-on is actually coming on cool though. The new add-on is really coming in, guys. Like I'm figuring it out. I'm getting like now I've got power control and fill light. That's going to be the shadow side, and we can control the light on that side. Again, I can change the shape and the size, and then the rim light back here in the back. That's so cool. But now what I'm working on trying to do is I'm going to actually put another setting in here to make these opacity so that you don't see them. So for example, if we go ahead and set the camera to this, Control Alt 0, click on that. Alright, let's say we got this scene. See, we can see the lights in the scene right now. So I'm gonna make an option in there too to fix that, so you don't see the lights. But I'll worry about that later, because right now the next issue I'm having with this is if I jump out of the camera, like if I go ahead and reset it back to default. So if I grab the lights, right now they're in group control. So again, here's the group control. And I want them to be like, okay, let's kind of get them like something like that. Now I want to have individual control of the height. So if I tick this, and if I move one, the other ones spaz out. See? The other ones spaz out. So I got to fix that. That's what's next on the list to fix. It works on one light. Now if I grab this light, the distant, well, that doesn't even work. That works now. Before this, like if I would tick it off, they would move. But now that once I untick it, now I want it to say whatever value is set in the individual lights, keep that value and update from there. Actually, I should have just said that to the bot right now. So now the problem is every time I move the lights in group, once I disable group and then I grab the active light that I want to move, the other lights move back to the default position. I want to make it to the point where when I deselect the group option, all the lights in their individual height and distance maintain that, and it allows me to update their position without the other lights spazzing out. You want truly independent control of the off group. You want, as soon as you uncheck them, they all freeze where they are, and the individual sliders and key update to match the actual positions. When you move the sliders individually in mode, only that light moves, the others stay put. Yes, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. Oh, actually, I don't think he finished writing the code. I copied it too early. Nope, that light jumps back. That light jumps to some random position. Oh, okay, I know what's actually happening. It's because, okay, individual. Let's go back to individual. When I go back to individual controls, the default number is set to 6 and to height. And then when I grab that, it snaps that to that, and then I can come in here. All right, so I see what's happening. All right, that's working. But now, okay, that's working. What is this? I don't need that open. Why isn't the add-on showing in the list? Do I need to zip it? Oh, yeah. That's what I was talking about before. Hang on. That one is broken, bro. Well, it's not broken, but it was made in the diffuse in the uh default mode. It was made in Blender default Octane startup. I just rewrote the code to work because if you're using my startup file, it has two scenes. The startup has two scenes. It has Octane and it has cycles. Well, when you build the add-on, it doesn't know that, so it breaks it. So I just updated, and if you guys want to play with it right now, I'll hang on. Let me drop you the code right now. I'll drop you the code right now. My last updated version that I did was my setup here, this version here. Hang on, I'll drop you that version, this version, because that version is super old, yo. That one is already 8 versions old. Because last night I did some more and this more today. Where is it? General discussion. Did I post that in general discussion? Yes, I did. All right. Here's the newest update so far. This now should work with my setup file if you're using the Blender Cycles scene file. Load file. My setup 9. On this thing here, let me import how I had it working before. Import settings. Stream. I'll stream settings, data, open. Copy. Group chat. Paste. Okay. Not seeing anything different. How come I can't just, like, it won't let me crop the box, dude? Oh, I think I know why. 1920 by 1080. Hey, love your content. Quick question: as a 3D artist, is it better to work at a studio, agency, or build a personal brand? Which one offers better long-term stability and growth? Both of them are gonna be to build your own personal brand. It's it's hard, man. It's a lot of work. I've like built 2 YouTube channels, and it takes years. Like this channel here, I've started it in 2015, and I didn't really do nothing with it. And I literally last year I started really going hard on this channel. So I consider I'm barely in my year and a half right now, a year and 7 months into my this new YouTube channel. But I understand the YouTube game, and I know that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. If you're looking for something to happen like in the next year or so, personal brand is gonna be minimum 3-4 years at least, unless you can hire a team and you got money and you got money to back it. Agency, finding a job or something somewhere can probably be quicker, but they're gonna be looking for people with experience. Like if you're coming fresh off the boat, like they're looking for people with experience. Yeah, dude, I don't know what happened. Now it's like now the text is not even there, man. The text is not even there. Sorry, but this stream has been a nightmare stream. We're just trying to deal with like chat problems. The chat's not showing up in the stream, so I may sound a little bit bummed out right now. It's just because of the last hour. We've just been fighting, trying to get the stream to work, the chat to work. And it's super frustrating, and like I basically gave up on today's stream, and I'm just trying to get the chat to work. I'm not gonna give up on this stream until this chat works. That's it. I have to go to work at 3:30, so I still got 3 hours to figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out because I had it working. If I done it one time, I can do it again. (1920 by 1080). I changed that, and it worked before, and now it's not working. And the one reason why is because I changed the scroll setting again. Like it just won't scroll in from the side like it was doing before. Like I come back here, well, as soon as I change the scroll setting, like I had it working, so I know it can work. It's just I just don't know what settings I had it on. See this one right here, scroll from the side. As soon as I do that, it misbehaves. And it's like, just don't do it. No, I did it before, so I can do it again. I always believe if you can do something one time, you can do it again. And now I don't see anything on the screen. Default. Yeah, okay, default means I erased the code. Good. I need a coffee. I haven't had my coffee today, so I'm getting grumpy, guys. I gotta go get my coffee going. I gotta make some coffee right now. Reset the source, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Yeah, I just did that. Yeah, I'm gonna reset the source. And haunted keyboard. Hey, what's up, yo? Man, dude, we just had the text on screen. What the heck? Alright, let's go back to this thing here and let me load up what I had before. Import settings. Stream settings. Open. Come back here. Copy this. Copy this. Come back here. Properties. Paste. Okay. Man. Chat. Chat. I think it works. 1 hour and 37 minutes later, I think it works. But I'm not going to get happy just yet. Chat. Chat in. Chat in. Let me see if this is working, dude. I need to stop sitting down. My back's starting to hurt. Chat, you there? Anybody still watching? I don't blame you if you're not watching. Because I wouldn't have been watching. I would have left a long time ago. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Cobb's in the house. Thanks, bro. You've been hanging tough. You've been hanging tough through the whole stream. I much appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think it's just me and you, bro. It's all right. At least we got the chat working. It looks. So what I did was, I just brought in a new browser, went 1920 by 1080, and then loaded up, then sized it. So make it full screen, and then sized it. Yeah, it's coffee time, bro. It's coffee time. Or if I didn't have to go to work, I'll be like, it's Miller time. But I gotta go to work, so I'm not gonna drink any beer or anything. Okay. Oh, you used to stream? Well, you used to game? What games did you play? Oh yeah, about the resolution, yeah. So now I think it's safe to say that I can turn off the icons. And that's it right here. Hide source icons. That should be that. Hide source icons. Game and Blender. Yep. Sorry, bro. I forget a lot of stuff, man. Like, I got gazillion things going through my brain nonstop, trying to just prioritize the noise. Browser. Paste. Okay. So now we should be safe to say that. Oh, there we go. Now it took off the icon. Okay. That's good. Mostly survivor games. All right. Man, dude, that was a mission, dude. But I wasn't gonna give up, man. Make sure you save it as a checkpoint. Yeah. Like, I wasn't gonna give up, man. Let me go save it right now. Export. Well, actually, I already did. I just loaded the settings that I brought in. What it was the browser has to be 1920 by 1080 for it to get for me to do this, and then it basically only appears on the top of the 1920 1080, and it slides in from the top only. So it's like it's full screen, and the text only appears on the top, like bloop, bloop, bloop. And when I set it to horizontal scrolling, that means it just only scrolls in only on the top. So that's why we're just using just the top here. But if I hold down Alt and size it, it doesn't crop it. It like shrinks it. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. Let me save it just in case. Export settings. Stream setup data. Save setup data. Yes. Okay, good. All right. For the remaining of the stream, dude, I'm just going to be working on my add-on, dude. I'm just going to be working on the add-on. Matter of fact, let me copy what we just did right now. We can minimize that now. And Blender. Let's reset, delete. Come back to scripting. Matter of fact, I don't need all these right now. Let's just delete all of this stuff. Yeah, they should have some tooltips telling you that's much easier. Well, he just he updated, made it a standalone now, so I think he's making it like a standalone program now. By the way, I tried installing it, but it's not working. The new version that I just installed, the new download I just put in, it's not working. Yesterday's version was buggy. I already kind of debugged it. All right. I think I know what I wanted to do now. All right, that worked. Now my next issue is, once we have everything selected in group mode, and soon as I ungroup everything, the value for the individual lights, the distance and height should update to the current position. Because the problem is, when I do disenable the group and I grab on the individual light, it's set to 600 and then it immediately shoots back, and then I have control. If we can just freeze frame it, and whatever those values are, it can just replace it in the individual light, so when I do go to adjust it, the light doesn't jump so far into the distance. Do you understand what I'm saying? Huh. Hassan, brother. Man, dude. Yesterday you saw, or the last time you jumped on the stream, all the settings, I was doing some house cleaning on the hard drive and I deleted the file, so everything, I lost everything. I lost all the, we spent the last, literally the last 1 hour and 30 minutes getting the chat back to work again. The chat was not working. It was horrible, brother. We just got the chat working right now again. So I'm working on the add-on that I'm building. Oh, I don't know if you know, I'm building an add-on right now for Octane. This is what I got going so far. Check it out. Let me go ahead and delete that. Yeah, it was brutal, brother. So I'm making this add-on right here called a 3-point lighting rig control. So what we can do is basically add in a 3-point light in one click of a button. If I come down here and I go refresh add lights, it adds this 3-point system in here. Let me reset it back to default, right? And right now I've got this group slider, which allows me to take the lights and then also bring the height and the distance, and I'm able to change individual lights, for example, like square or a disc or an ellipse. Uh-oh. Is that not working? So I'm actually coding it right now, man. Okay, so I just found another bug. Okay, but basically we can change the lights, right? And then I can control the power, and then I got the Kelvin scale, and then I've got the size. So if it's a disc, it's gonna have one size parameter. I just coded this. And then if it's a rectangle, now we get everything, right? Then we can turn off each individual lights, right? I can turn off individual lights, and then uh-oh, is this one not working? Oh, hang on, this one's not working. Oh, this one is working. Okay, that's good. So that's like my fill light, right? That's my fill light. Then I can turn on my key light. Here's my key light. I want it to be a disc, right? I want it to kind of like be up here. I want it to be more bigger for some nice soft shadows, and then let's kind of bring down the power, right? Something like that. Then we can bring in our rim light. Let's bring the height down. Let's bring it back in here tight, right? Let's kind of bring it like that. My rim light. All right, so we kind of got this lighting scene. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to finish out some coding issues when I group it. See, that's good. That's good. That's nice. But when I ungroup it and then I grab a light, oh, it's actually working right now in that mode. So I just uploaded it in the Discord. This is huge for Blender Octane. Wow. Yeah, guys, I just dropped the latest code of it in the Octane. So please download it, play with it, break it. If you make codes or changes, change things. Let's like, it's free. I'm just throwing it out there because like, you know what I mean? We need some stuff. Let me know if you need any help. Bro, it's in the Discord. Please download it. Make a Hassan version. Do what you need to do, brother. Let's go. Right? Here's the code. I'm just dropping it out there, right? Here's the code. Right there. It's in the community. That's the latest version. And this version is for OneNote. Like making light setups. Yeah, I'm gonna have I've been asking everybody in the community what they want in this, and like everybody's got like gobos and all this, but right now you gotta start small, right? So I'm just doing a base 3-point lighting setup with individual lighting controls, individual moving the distance. And once we got that solid, then we can start, okay, we want to make presets, maybe a 2-light setup or a single light setup, and then maybe like we want to add gobos to it, you know? So I'm going to be constantly updating it. Like I started it yesterday and I'm already 8 versions in. And yeah, I'm just going to keep building the sucker out, guys. And right now, I'm just, let's see what the next section here is. How to code a minimum effects, fix that. Complete script right here. Yeah, I was having, let me know if you're having any problems installing it, because some people were having some issues installing it. Oh, hang on, that's not the complete code. I think I cut it off again. Continue coding, yeah. The code is getting so long that ChatGPT has to code it in 2 sections now, because like, look how long it is. It was so short. Like I literally just started off with, I have the first version. The first version was bring in 3 lights and a click of a button. That was the beginning. And I've just been slowly working at it. Like just bring in 3 lights. And they were like facing straight down. They weren't in no position. Like, okay, bring in 3 lights aimed at us. Ooh, hang on. I just forgot what I need to do. Let me hang on. Train of thought. Let me stick with this thought right now. I just remember something that I needed to fix. Paste. Run. Okay, no codes, no errors. Good. Now let's go back over here. I have an asset library in mind for the same concept. Brother, put it to work, man. Get that idea out and put it to work. Reset to default. Now let's bring the group down. And what I want it to do, as soon as I go to group pin control, as soon as I turn this off, I want them all to take on that value, and they did not do that. Oh, they did not do that. Size, height, distance. Again, it snaps to 6. All right, you know what? I'm not really worried about that snapping to 6. That's not a big deal. Uh-oh. Nope, now it broke it. Okay. Nope, it broke it. It seems like distance, height. Oh no, it's working. Distance and height. But if I re-enable everything, turn that off. .92, 1.92, so where is it at? Key light, rim light. Okay, that's fine for now. It's not doing what I want, but there's something I need to fix that's way more important. I want to be able to, no matter where the world origin is, I want the lights to generate onto that world origin. So for example, if we take Suzanne head, and I have Suzanne head here, I want the lights to be generated at the Suzanne head, because right now they will not. They will always be to there. Okay, so if I come here, And let's say, should we do if the object is active or if the object has the world origin point on it? Let me just try it right now. World origin point to there, delete lights, refresh. Oh, boom, it's already doing that. Check it out. Okay, it's already doing that. That's nice. It's already doing that. It's generating them wherever the world origin is. So now if I come back in here and I go ahead and bring down the distance of everybody like that, and then we bring down the height, look at that. Or we can bring up the height, look at that. Okay, and then if I need individual control still not working. So whatever the last group height dimension, whatever the last group distance and height group distance, whatever the group distance and group height distance number is, once I enable individual mode, copy those values to the individual. Okay, it's still not working. Let me make it more clear. What I want you to do is, when the lights are grouped, whatever that distance and height value is, once I enable individual mode, paste those values into the individual height and distance. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, see, I still need to fix the chat so I can see past chats. I can't see past chats. I used to be able to see them in OBS, and now I can't. I don't know why. It doesn't show the text anymore. Features. Stop featuring. Auto. Feature. Filter messages. Hide messages not containing emojis. Show all messages, including emojis. It's not showing anything. Filter messages based on the what's... I'm not seeing anything, yo. Replace the sync group. No, dude, how many times do I have to tell you this? Don't show me the little update you're going to make. Just give me the full script each time, please. Like, this is huge for Blender Octane. Let me know if you need any help with this, like making light setups. Check the screenshot in Discord. We'll do it after breakfast. I have asset libraries in mind for the same concept. Are you working on Octane as well? Drag and drop for product renders. Drag and drop for product rendering. Drag and drop for product rendering. Yes, nice. I need to check your tool when it's done then, Hassan. That library will be released by the end of this year. I'll try to do an add-on earlier today, but didn't work. I tried to do an add-on earlier today, but it didn't work with me. I saw a tool to have a camera view overlay for cycles, but not Octane. Yeah, with the coding, man, like with using Chat GPT and like just this is probably my second add-on that I'm trying to build. I make some really simple ones. You got to be like, it starts to get into loops. Like it starts to kind of like loop over itself, and like I keep telling them, like, don't tell me what you're gonna do, just give me the final output, and they'll keep forgetting later. So you really got to be what you're telling it to do. You got to simplify it and keep it on track, because it will start going off into the distance, like, and that's why people were like, oh, AI is such a big threat. Yeah, but it's still very, like, out there, like, especially when you're trying to make it do something. Like, you still got to be like, you got to be the human and tell it what to do, and like hold its hand all the way through the process, because it was times where it was giving me a bunch of garbage and it wasn't even working. But I keep saving all these different versions so I can, hey, this is what you did over here, this worked, go back to this. Oh, thanks for telling me that. Like, yeah. So it's kind of like I'm learning that just with trying to code this thing here. Yes, always. Always something will change the code without you telling that. Yeah, it does. It does. And then sometimes it even forgets why it did that. Damn it, dude. I keep forgetting to wait for the damn thing to finish writing the code. And I keep putting the code in too early before it's even finished. No, but it's still doing it. It's still defaulting the distance and height to. Okay, so let me do this. Let me just show it. I also help in showing it. The screenshots always helps too. ChatGPT be like, oh, sorry, here's a code without any changes, but it's not. Yeah. No, it's not working. Here's a picture of what I'm looking for. Here is the value when the group is enabled. I want to take this value and put it in the value for distance and height once I untick it. And it's not. You keep defaulting to this 6.0. Thank you for the stream. I see exactly what you mean. You have group distance at 1.32 and group height at 8.494. When you uncheck the use position, the fill, rim, key, distance, and height should all become 1.3 and 8.4, not 6.0. Yes, that's exactly what I'm asking. The problem is Blender's UI can sometimes lag on updating, and other updating functions might reset fills. But the function I posted should copy these values unless the default values of the properties are being replied. Ultimately, please use this version for the full add-on below. Brave man using ChatGPT to write an add-on. It gives me errors. Well, you know, in the beginning I was getting weird errors too, but like I'm using Chat 4.1, but what I'm doing is I'm going very basic, very simple, because when I first started trying to do this, yesterday afternoon. Like, I'm like, it wouldn't work. Like, give me 3 lights, and it gives me 3 lights. They're all pointing in random directions, and it was just like, all right. So I had to be like super simple with the way I'm telling it to do, and just kind of start stacking on top of it. I'm like, all right, generate 3 lights wherever the world origin is pointed at, and I want those 3 lights to be facing at that origin. And then once it gets to that, I'm like, all right, good. Then I save a copy of that Python script, and then I'll build on that. Now, I want the lights to have a black body emission connected to that. And then, like, it couldn't do that. It kept using Cycles materials. And I'm like, no, this is Blender Octane. Do not use Cycles materials. You have to do this. And then I would take a picture of the node setup. This is what you need to build for each light. I want the light output with the diffuse and the black body emission. Oh, okay, I got it. So then it will do that. So just little sub-steps, step by step by step. And once that works, save the code as a different code and then keep building on that. So this is my 8th iteration of just stacking little things on top of each other. Simple tasks, stacking them on top. And then it will start to take off this way. And I'm like, no, come back here. We're right here. Stay with me. And just keep going like that. But yeah, you got to be finicky with it. You got to be really simple with the commands. Start super basic and just keep adding little tiny details on. And it works. It's working right now. Because I've built all of this in 2 days so far. 2 days. Did we have an error? I think we did have an error, huh? Hang on. We did have an error. Okay, but I'll fix the error in a minute. And like sometimes I get errors, but things still work. So like, for example, I think right now we had a small little error here, but things are still working. Can you add a scroll wheel up to increase the light strength? See, that's too complicated right now. Like if you start getting that deep, trust me, it won't work. You got to be super basic first. Like just get the core of the add-on to work first. Those fine details like that, that's a whole nother project. Like you're going to have to separate that from this project and then start adding little details like that. There's lots of stuff I want to do like that. But right now, we're far from that. Right now, you got to build the solid core of turn the light on, turn the light on, turn the power up, turn the power down, change the size, change the size. Get that, debug that. Once that's working solidly, and then I share that with you guys and it works on all your machines solidly, then we can start making those really money game changers. Yeah, that will freak ChatGPT. But honestly, I was doing that in the beginning. I was like, add this, add that, add this. And it was like, yo, it was just error, because it's too much. Okay? So right now, I'm just trying, right now, I want it to be like, hey, if I make adjustments as a group like this, once I'm done getting this in the position that I want it to be in, and I want to say, hey, now I want to control these lights individually, now, when I untick that, leave the lights where they're at and let me start to adjust them individually. And just that is becoming complicated because I will say, okay, now let me move them individually and I'll do it and it'll shoot off over here or it'll shoot back here. Like, you got to be like babying it. Like, okay, open your mouth. Here's this. Oh, just a little bit. It's hot, right? So right now I want it to just be able to uncheck this. And see, it still didn't do that. Like, it didn't do it. This is what I want. You see right here, this value right here on the group distance and group height. Right now, I want to be able to dial this in and then I want to make fine adjustments to each individual light. So now I want to untick it, but when I untick it, look what happens to the distance and height. They automatically default to 6. I'm like, no, I want this value to be defaulted no matter what, because now if I grab the light, it shoots off to 6 and I gotta dial it back over here, right? I don't want to do that. See, now I gotta like, it should be 1.2 and 1.23. 1.23 is still not the same. See, it's not recognizing that. It's totally changing it. So you got to keep debugging it until just this works. And then it looks like, to me, is it doing that? So that's what I'm working on just right now. I want it just to be able to go like that, take this off, and now I want to be able to, see, they all default to 6 or 5. They're defaulting to 6 or 5. I want it to default to this. It did it right now. Well, see, right there. I want it to default to that and not do its own thing. Because now if I grab this light, see how it shoots off? And now it's all wonky, right? And now it's like I basically just have to get everything back in there. I don't want that. All right, so it had a new error. We're going to copy this error here. Now the value will always see the group value of the individuals when you switch from group to individual mode. Try that. Nope. No, that didn't work, but I did get an error. Try this super simple test add-on. Let's eliminate all the other causes. Paste this into Blender scripting tab and run it. It will always sync the group value to the individual values when you uncheck it. You should have the updates live in the UI. Oh, that's okay. Now it's getting fancy. It's like, hey, he's actually thinking like he's like, let's just try something simple first. Okay, let's see what you got. Nope. No, this little simple one didn't even work. And here's the error that I got. This confirms the problem is not a sync code. It's in the background add-on, likely Octane's official add-on or scripting in your setup file that's trying to access the same name scene. Ah, and crashes every script that runs afterwards. That error is not from scripting that I gave you from the file. What really happened? Okay, fix it all in one. Yeah, that's why I should be building this inside of the default Blender scene instead of doing what I'm doing right now. The best, ask the add-on developer to fix. Octane add-ons should not be hard-coded scene. Please try this option, then your add-on. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I should be working in the default scene. Yeah, it's kind of my fault too for that. Instead of working in here, hang on, let's do that really quickly. Okay, that worked. Okay, good. That worked. Okay, the sync test worked. Alright, I reset my Blender back to the default Blender Octane startups scene. And yes, that worked. That test scene you gave me actually worked. That confirms the problem was never with the group individual logic sync, but it was that hard-coded scene error from the other add-on and the other scene. Now that Blender is back to default, you can move forward confidently. Here's what to do. Alright, so can you just give me the script how we had it before the test scene? And let me test it out and see how it works now. But see, I wanted to work with my multi-scene, but I wanted to work with my multi-scene setup. And even that, I'm gonna have to wait to the end after I build the add-on, then add that little bit of code in for the multi-scene add-on. Right now, again, it should always be in the default Blender Octane startup while I'm building this. But I don't want to get too far into the coding and then it freak out at the end when I say, okay, can you split up the scene? See, this code, like, it used to be able to fit on one page when I first started this. Now it's like it generates and fills it up, and now it's like it's got to continue generating into a next section. Like, it literally was that we started with that much code, and now we're like pages. It's like super long, dude. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna work do it all, man. Like, yeah, I've gotten this far. Ain't no turning back from here on out. All right. Let's come back to here. We got 3 lights? 3 lights? Yes, we do. Okay, now let's see. Can we do this? Group them down. Group them down like that. And then if I untick that. Nope. Still doesn't work. Cycle has a 3-point line. Yes, it does. That add-on. I tried it. Yes, I used to use that a lot in Cycles. test this in your clean Blender setup. Try different group values. Unclick it, the position. All three of the lights should get the latest distance without jumping to 6. Let me know if that works. No, that didn't work. They still stayed at 6. Ultimate System using a custom operator for the toggle. We will remove the direct update from the Boolean property and trigger operator button for use group position to ensure all copies run logically and immediately. Here is the working full script. See, this is why the featured chat is not working, because they added this in definitely. This didn't have it on here before. This was like, yeah, this is something different here. This wasn't here before. So definitely, that's probably why the featured chat is not working. Because you didn't have all those options before. Chat 2. Paste. Okay. All right, copy that. Paste that. Run that. Delete. Refresh. Group. Oh, now it's not even. Now nothing's working, yo. What did they do? Oh, he added another button. The switch button. Okay, he added this switch button. Now nothing's working. Switch. Okay, that broke everything. That broke everything. Yep, that broke everything. Reset, delete, refresh. Okay, that broke everything. Okay, that broke everything. Now the lights don't, the light brightness doesn't work. The lights are not moving. Either when I hit the switch button, everything has been disconnected. It's not working now. And even when I just said that, that was a little too vague. I should have been like, what's exactly not working? Root of the problem, the previous code added a switch operator to bulletproof the value sync, but didn't trigger lights updating after the sync. Also, the UI events and light creation operations needed to update the rig various news. Here's the control. Future chat. It's not working, dude. 1920. Oops. By 1080. Transform. Fit to screen. Future style, right? HDMI, future style. No. Future one's not working anymore. Continue generating. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see, I'm already think I'm gonna have to back up because like move on to a different feature because this thing is seems like we're not making any ground forward on this feature that I'm trying to add into it. Right now it's actually saying, okay, that's working good, that's working good. How about my, okay, that's working good. Color, that's working good. How about shapes? I can't tell if that's working. Disc, that's working. Hi, ellipses, that's working. That's working. That's working. Alright. Alright, that's all working. That's working now. So we bring that here, we bring this here, and then we go to switch. Oh! That's working. That's working. Oh, right when I was about to give up on it. That's working. That's working. You're a genius, bot. Yeah, switch, using the switch right there is way better. That's controlling the size. Okay. Then we move this light here. Yep, that's working. That's working. We come over here. We can move this guy. That's working. That's working. Nice, dude. And then if I switch back, everything grabs, and then I can grab everything. Oh! Right when I was about to say, like, I'm about to hang it up for the day. That works. Nice, dude. Yep, that works. Nice. Okay, now I got to save this code. And this is a new version I'm going to save. Alright, save this code. Grab all. Paste. Save as. My setup, nice. So now this is not my setup. This is built in the Blender's default scene. So I'm a little bummed about that. I'm going to have to figure that back out. That's going to be the next step now. .py. Oop, not 1, 10. Okay, that's great. Now, that's pretty solid. I mean, that's pretty freaking solid, man. Now, opacity slider. Okay, now I want to be able to hide this opacity inside of my scene. Like if I got it, it's cutting into my camera. I don't want to see that. Okay. Now, how am I going to ask it to do this? Let me go into the shading tab so I can look at what I want. Okay, so in the shading tab, there is a opacity slider on the diffuse material. Okay. And you put it over here. All right, that worked absolutely perfect. That is it. Good. Now, my next thing that I want to do is when the lights are within my scene, some of the lights I can see them within my camera view. On the light output on the diffuse material, there is an option for opacity. Can we add that to the individual light control? So I don't want to see that light in my scene, but I still want the light to be emitting. Can we bring that opacity maybe into a checkbox, into the side panel? Do you understand what I'm asking? Yes, I completely understand what you want. A checkbox for each light hiding in the render or visible light in the add-on. When unchecked, the light will not be visible, but still emit light by controlling the opacity input of the Octane diffuse material node inside each node tree. This is a standard approach for making Octane area lights invisible in the camera while they're illuminating the scene. Right. Here's the plan. Add in an opacity. I don't care what the plan is. Just give me the code, when she's still writing. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go. Blender Octane lighting preset add-on 101. I'm about to get ready to go though. I gotta go eat lunch, man. It's already 12:30. I need to take a small nap before I go to work today. I'm kind of tired today. I'm like an hour and a half in sleep debt mode this week. Like last night, I normally go to bed at 11:15 all the time, but last night I pushed it to 11:45 because I was working on coding some more stuff with this, like, so paying the price. But today's Friday for me. Yeah, God, thanks for hanging tough, bro. Hanging tough. We got through that. We got the chat up. We're still missing the feature chat, but I downloaded the standalone version, so I'm gonna have to look at that. At work, I'll watch some YouTube videos about the standalone version, and I probably have to switch everything up and get that working. But at least we got the chat working today, so today's stream wasn't a total bomb. Yes, it does. Like, seriously, I'll be like here and I'm like, oh, that was 35 minutes. Oh, because you keep going back and forth. Oh, it's done. It's done. Let's put it out. Let's see. Dude, we're already up to 528 lines of code. I started with 10. I started with 10. Oh, that works. Dude, that's freaking fire, dude. Let me go to set up the camera really quickly. Let's quickly set up a quick scene here. Let me just, so I can see what I'm doing here. Ah! Undo that. Undo that. GZ1. Camera. Back it up. Back it up. Alright. So we got that going. And that's another thing I'm gonna build. That's my next add-on I want to build. Like when you have this camera view locked, like right now, and like you can move around and it moves your camera around. Sometimes I forget that that's on, and like I have this, and I'm like, yeah, that's great. And then I move it, and I'm like, and then it moves it. So I want to make an add-on that's like when this is enabled, there'll be like a red bar or something like letting you know that the camera view is live, like so you don't make that mistake. That's gonna be my next add-on, because I always do that. All right, so there it is. Now we don't want to see those lights in the scene, right? So we don't want to, boom, turn that off. Ooh, boom, there it is. We don't see the other one in there. Boom, there it is. There it is. All right. Let's copy this and update it. Looks like we need a separate channel in Discord for these add-ons. Yeah, well, probably. Well, I'm going to start cranking out add-ons. All right. All right. We're at a good point where I should be stopping. Let me go ahead and copy this one. Hey, what happened to my notepad, dude? What the hell happened to my notepad? And I still need to get this to work with my setup, though. My dual scene setup. Because that's how I roll. Paste. Save as 11. .py. All right. Okay. Now, what I like to do is once I get to a good place where I'm feeling happy with it, what I want to do now is kill it, right? And then we're going to open Blender up again. And then we're going to go back to standard default path tracing. There we go. And then I want to load it in. Come over here to preferences. This probably won't work because every time I tried it, it didn't work. Add-ons. Enable add-ons. Add-ons. Add-on light add-on. Number 11. See, that didn't work. I knew that. Oh, well, hang on. I got an error, but it did show up. And then I can't select it, right? Yep. That didn't work. What was the error? Object has no attribute scene. See, it's looking for that scene again. It's looking for that scene error again. That's the same error we had last time. Same freaking error I had last time, dude. And that's because it's looking for like the default Blender setup, which Octane is not providing it. Alright, so we were at a good place. So what I did was I shut down Blender, restarted with the new scene file, reset up Blender Octane to a default, and tried to install the add-on through the properties, and it showed up, but it was grayed out and it would not let me check the box, and it kept giving me an error like this. The hell was the error, dude? Copy info. Well, actually, I probably should copy, actually, I'm gonna probably copy this one right here. Copy. There is not a script error, but an add-on registration error. related to Blender's setup context. Octane Blender, the new 4.0 version, are stricter than vanilla Blender about when data like DSI scenes is accessible through add-ons registration. Here's why that's happening. I don't really care why that's happening right now. How to fix it, rock solid for 4.4. Here's the full script, copy paste, ready, go. All right, cop. I'm in a jet, man. Maybe the attributes not should be seen and not seen in scenes as shown. Ooh, I never realized that, huh? Well, I need to, whatever it needs to be, I needed to hard code it to get it be basic for default and for our setups, you know, when I do the multi setup theme. So, all right, man, I'm gonna eat some lunch. I gotta get ready to go and take a small lap. Catch you tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to stream Saturday, Sunday. We'll see. I might just do an unscheduled stream. So I'm not sure about that, but I'm gonna schedule for Monday again. So at least we'll know we'll get back on track on Monday, and hopefully I give me some time to fix out, get the stream back to where we were. Yep, back to where I were. All right, man. Thanks for staying, hanging tough. I'll catch you. Peace. Have a good one. All right, peace.